Hi, I'm Teresa Shockley, and I'm here to work with you and go over the transition co-assessment directions and the revised CSTPs. The co-assessment of teaching practice is done with the mentor, and it is done at the beginning of each inquiry cycle on a new standard as a pre-assessment, and then it is done at the end of the year with everything that you've done that year as a post-assessment. This year we will be using the new 2024 revised CSTPs. And this is what they look like, and here is a link. They're also in your Google Classroom. I want you to notice that each standard is the same as the previous ones, but the substandards are looking a little bit different, and they take up 2 pages. So you have 1 through 6, you have the standard, and you have the substandard, and then you have all the elements that are underneath that. This is the co-assessment transition document that we will be using this year. Induction standard number 5, under determining candidate competence for the clear credential recommendation, says that the induction program must assess candidate progress towards mastery of the California standards for the teaching profession to support the recommendation for the clear credential. In the past, we have been using the continuum of teacher practice to help determine growth towards mastery of the CSTPs. This year, because we have the revised CSTPs, there is not yet a continuum. So we were doing this, this is a reflective tool, and it is more subjective than the other, but they are done in conjunction with the mentor and the candidate working together. And this is what the tool looks like. You will see that all the standards, the main overarching standards, are here, and over the course of the year you are going to choose 3 of them for year 1, and next year in year 2 you can use 3 more. You may repeat them. You do not have to use all 6, but it is suggested or recommended that you do at least touch on all 6 over the course of your induction program. So I want to go over how you are going to do that process. First, you are going to go back to that document and read all the CSTPs together, noting the elements and the substandards. Then once you've read them all, you're going to choose one on which to reflect for this inquiry cycle. And then you're going to gather evidence. You and the mentor together will talk about what you are currently doing in that area, and the mentor should record it in the box on the left of the chosen standard. And then together, the mentor and the candidate will brainstorm an area to help them grow in this process, or to help the new teachers grow in this process. This is another document that also shows the standards. Here, I'll show you in a second. They're right here. So you have the standards right here, and then you have the elements, which are the same as on the other tool. But then to the right, you are going to see example indicators. And these are examples of how you might use activities in the classroom to support the standard and the element. So those are there to help you think about what it might look like in the classroom as you're gathering evidence to see what it is your teacher or you as the candidate are already doing in your classroom in this area. So then the mentor should be driving the computer, or you should be doing this together anyway. And the first thing you'll do is choose a standard. And then you are going to document current classroom practices that support that standard. And then together on the right side, you're going to document areas for growth to provide guidance for your goal setting and your action planning. When you have completed this practice or this activity with your mentor, the mentor and the candidate should upload it into their Google Classroom under pre-CoAssessment, those tabs that are in each inquiry cycle, either for year 1 or year 2. It'll say pre-CoAssessment. At the end of the year, you will do a post-CoAssessment, and that is where the mentor and the teacher will use the action plans and tools that are used in each inquiry cycle to remind them what the teacher is doing at the end of the year and how that impacted student learning. And that will be documented in the far right column where it says end of the year reflections. And this is a sample of what it might look like. You see it's dated, and then there are bulleted examples of things that the teacher implemented and did over the course of the year. Thank you very much, and if you have any further questions, you can certainly email me and I will try to answer them for you. Thank you very much.